Hey vegan babes, and welcome to the video. I'm gonna take you through what I do in a day as a gym girly. I also am gonna show you what I eat in a day. So focus on like easy high protein meals that you can quickly whip together in like 5 to 20 minutes that you can incorporate in your daily life. We're gonna do a little bit of a workout. I'm currently 26 weeks pregnant tomorrow. So crazy. It's just gonna be a day of fitness, food, work, and fun. And that's it. Enjoy the video. Right after we woke up, we went to the gym for a workout. This is my first workout back actually in 2 weeks, just because I felt like I needed a break. My body was feeling a little bit rickety. So I took a long time doing some mobility. I did a 5-minute warm up on the treadmill and did a ton of dynamic stretches and some foam rolling. And this is actually something that I started doing even before I got pregnant, just to help reduce injury. I feel like my back has felt so much better ever since I started doing a proper warm up with lots of stretches, getting those muscles ready that you're going to be working. Today I was doing a leg workout, so you can see me, I'm doing lots of dynamic stretches for my legs. And I also always do foam rolling. Usually I'll foam roll on the floor, but I recently switched over to using like a physio ball, and I'll roll my glutes out and my back up against a wall. And this has been such a game changer. Getting into the leg workout, I started today's workout with hip thrusts, and that's because one of my main goals right now during this pregnancy is to maintain my glute strength as much as possible. So whatever muscle group you are trying to focus on, you're trying to build, you're trying to maintain, whatever muscle group that is, it's always best to put that at the beginning of your workout, because this is when you have the most energy, the most fuel in the tank to give. So you can go the heaviest for that particular muscle group that you're trying to grow. I also got Matt to join me on these hip thrusts. He actually joined me for this entire workout. Next, we got into some single leg RDLs, and I have really been loving these single leg RDLs for pregnancy, and also just if you're prone to back pain. I find that I don't have to use nearly as much weight to actually really feel the exercise in my hamstrings and my glutes. So since I don't have to use as much weight, I don't feel the pressure as much in my back. So if you're someone who is struggling with back pain, this is a really great exercise you can try out instead of doing, regular RDLs. You just want to make sure you're keeping your core really, really tight as well to protect your back. On to the last exercise of today's workout. It was a short one. Usually I aim for 4 to 5 exercises per leg day, and I'll also include some sort of quad movement, but it was my first day back where we're taking it easy. I also like to include some sort of abduction movement, which is what you see here. And if you have not tried this machine with the foam pads, you're missing out. I first saw this done by Natalie from Fit Vegan Chef, who was training with Brett Contreras, and basically using the pads allows you to get a full range of motion, where if you've used this machine before, when your legs come to the center, like the midpoint of your body, the weights clank together and you don't have constant tension, where if you use these pads, you do, and it makes the exercise 10 times harder. You've got to try it. Then I just finished off with some static stretching. Usually I'll do the dynamic stretches before my workout and static stretches afterwards, just to help prevent injury and to help keep everything nice and limber and mobile. Just got back from the gym and I'm gonna make some breakfast. 9 times out of 10, I'll usually have like a bowl of oatmeal with like different fruits, maybe some apples, nut butter, kind of switch it up. But yesterday we got some takeout and I'm feeling a little sodium overload. I'm feeling a little puffy and I'm not really super hungry. So I think I'm gonna make a little yogurt protein bowl. It's kind of my go-to whenever I feel like I've kind of overeaten the night before, just because it's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit less calories than an oatmeal bowl. So let me show you how to make it. This is also really easy to make. It will come together in less than 5 minutes. So you just grab your favorite plant-based yogurt and then your favorite protein powder. I'm using the vanilla ice cream flavored protein from Veg. As usual, then you just mix it up really vigorously until it's nice and smooth and creamy. Then you can add on any toppings you'd like. I added a ton of fresh berries. I just love getting fresh berries in the morning. I don't know, it just feels so good and hydrating and moisturizing. And I just topped it off with some hemp seeds here. You could also use nut butter or flax seeds or chia seeds. You could really put whatever toppings you wanted on here. It's just something really quick and easy and fresh that's also super high in protein. I'm just gonna enjoy this. And I also do have 2 Brazil nuts every morning just to get my daily dose of selenium. After the gym, I got ready for the day and started filming a recipe reel for Instagram. It's a a meal that I've had on repeat the past month. It's like a tofu chicken topped with a really delicious ginger tahini dressing. So I'm gonna show you how to make it so you can have it on repeat too. First, I'm gonna show you how to turn your tofu into chicken. First, you're just gonna break your tofu up into irregular chunks. Then I'm just gonna put in a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt, about a quarter teaspoon of salt per block of tofu, and then also 1 tablespoon of cornstarch per block of tofu, maybe 1.5. Mix this up. You want to use a spatula so that the tofu doesn't like rip apart. And now we're gonna pop this into the air fryer. First, gonna air fry it until it gets nice and crispy. So let's do about 400 for 15 minutes or so. Very golden, very crunchy, and now we're just going to toss it in a vegan chicken broth. This is 1 block. I usually make like 3 or 4 blocks just so we have enough for meal prep. And the secret ingredient is a vegan chicken broth. So this is the one that I use. It is the Better Than Bouillon No chicken broth. And you're just gonna mix that with a little bit of water. Then you're just gonna pour your broth over your crispy tofu and cook it over medium heat until all the water's absorbed. All of the broth has been absorbed into the tofu, so it's really crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside. This is like one of my favorite ways to cook tofu by far. It literally tastes just like chicken. You could really use this chicken for anything you want, but this is my current favorite meal. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of rice. And I just made a little bit of a turmeric rice. I just mixed some brown rice with water, turmeric, onion powder, salt, and actually a little bit of veggie broth as well. I find it really makes the rice really extra yummy and extra flavorful. And then I like to add some shredded cabbage. So this is a life hack that I absolutely love. So I'll get a whole cabbage and shred it up and put it in some plastic bags, and then I just keep it in the fridge. So whenever I want to make a bowl or a stir fry or something, I can just grab some of the cabbage and put it in the bowl. It's a really easy way to get in more cruciferous vegetables because cabbage is a cruciferous vegetable. So definitely helps me get in more veggies. And then I'm just gonna add our chicken tofu. And this dressing, this is my favorite dressing. I'll put the ingredients in the caption and the amounts, but it's basically just tahini, coconut aminos, ginger, lemon juice, and a little bit of salt. You guys seriously have to try this one. I'm like addicted to this. I think I've made it multiple times a week for the past month. You're gonna love it. It's time for dinner and I'm feeling really tired, really lazy, wanting something super quick that I can just throw together. So I just rummaged around in my fridge to see what I had left over. And I have some cashew Big Mac sauce that I made the other day for another recipe. So I'm gonna use this to make a Big Mac salad. One of my favorite hacks is always keeping some sort of dressing in the fridge because then you can kind of use that to build like a bowl or a salad, put it on like sandwiches or burgers, and it's just an easy way to make veggies taste good, just having a really yummy sauce. So I'm gonna use this and make the Big Mac salad. First, I'm gonna cook up my protein. So this is the protein I'm using. It is the Plant Boss Meatless Crumbles. This is the mild plant taco flavor. And this is a great soy-free protein option that's really high in protein. So this is made from peas. For 1/3 of a cup, there's 90 calories, 15 grams of protein, 1.5 grams of fat, and 4 grams of carbs. So I'm gonna cook this up. And while this cooks, I'm just gonna prep all the rest of my veggies.
What vegetable is the most deep? The onion, because it has so many layers.
You're just gonna put that yourself?
I did.
Good job.
What do you think?
You're a poet.
Sounds like a dad joke, eh?
It's a dad joke. The protein is all cooked up. That's why I love using this, because it takes literally like 10 minutes to make, and while it's cooking, I can
prep everything else that I need. So I'm just assembling now. And usually for a Big Mac salad, I would probably make some like air fried potatoes or crispy potatoes. But like I said, your girl was lazy. So I'm just using leftover rice from lunch, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions, your classic burger toppings. Then I'm going in with my Big Mac sauce and finishing it off with some sesame seeds.
Just wrapping up the night, and if you know me, I always have to have something sweet after dinner. I always have to have some sort of dessert at some point of the day, but usually after dinner. And luckily, past Stephanie prepped these chocolate protein chia puddings. These are so delicious, super chocolatey, super fudgy. I actually made this in one of my last, I think it was my last YouTube video actually, so I will link it somewhere here so you can go check it out. But yeah, it's made with like 4 or 5 ingredients, super chocolatey, super fudgy. So I'm gonna enjoy this and enjoy the rest of my night. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and the recipes helped you, they inspired you, and more importantly, they showed you that you can eat healthy and eat a high protein diet without spending forever in the kitchen. You just have to get a little creative. So if you want more inspo like this, more high protein vegan recipe inspo, make sure to hit that follow button and like the video for more. Bye.